Because the ANC is yet to decide on her fate. She's due to report for work tomorrow, but Gumede is facing fraud and corruption charges and is currently out on 50,000 rand bail. The IFP is accusing the ANC leadership of indecisiveness on the Gumede matter. The party's Mdu Nkosi joins us from our Durban studios. Mr. Nkosi, thank you very much for your time. Before we get to your accusation that the ANC is indecisive, how was it allowed in the first place by the eThekwini Council, Municipal Council, that a mayor is suspended by her party and this wasn't a council matter at all? How is that possible?
Well, good morning. Good morning to you, my brother Golde. Firstly, it was not a matter that was tabled into council. We heard from the media people that the ANC have given her a leave, not in fact a suspension. And one wonders whether what was that an accurate one, because when someone take a leave, it must be confined into a labor relations law. And but we didn't want it to intervene into the matters of the ANC. But let me come back to your question to say that the matter was not tabled to council, and anyone or any individual does have he or she have a right to take a leave. But we are saying as IFP, the ANC seems to be indecisiveness here, because you can't give someone a leave of 31 days and then you fail to come back with the concrete answers. And when you give that person a leave of 31 days, for what? I mean, we expected the ruling party to be decisive whether they are suspending the mayor, pending to the court case, and then come back to us to say, we as ANC, we have taken a decision because of 1, 2, 3. But that did not happen. Now, it shows you that the ANC are divided in such a way that they don't know whether they're coming or going. I'm saying that because there are also not only the mayor and the chairperson of Human Settlement, Councillor Mthembu, who is on leave, but the court have also mentioned about 60 councillors that are also implicated in this tender saga. Now, the question is, why are we not talking about those councillors as well as ANC? The answer is simple. Either maybe other councillors are in another faction, or maybe the other councillors are in another faction. So as IFP, we are saying they are not decisive, because we even wrote a letter to Premier Sihle Zikalala, the Honorable Premier, 13 last month, June, to say we asking him to appoint people who will be independent from outside to look in the matters of DSW, so then we get into a gist of what happened to this tender. We are saying that because not so long ago, when the mayor asked some few months ago, she asked for an internal investigation with regards to DSW matters, but then after that she was arrested. Now it tells you that there is something that is being hidden, and also the investigating officers are not getting into the details of the matter. And Mr. when you see our CM still, yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you there, just in the interest of time. Yes, I'm still with you. There are calls now, in particular by the DA, for the eThekwini Municipal Council to be dissolved. Do you support that call, firstly?
Well, we have to support that one, because even the CM is now under Section 204, if I'm not mistaken. He is now a state witness. Now, the question is, if the CM is also implicated, because if you are saying you are a state witness, you are saying, yes, I know, I'm part of that corruption, but you are appealing to the court to say, no, please don't punish me like everyone. So the CM is the one who's signing the documents before the tender will be issued. And also the CFO is also the one who is paying those contractors. But they are still at work. It shows that there is a deep problem in the municipality. So I wonder why the provincial COCTA MEC does not intervene, because you can see that service delivery has been disrupted every day, and now and again people will be blocking City Hall. The staff can't get in or get out. People can't go freely or do business in the city, because there are people from Umlazi who will come and say they did not get paid under DSW or under those contracts who are removing the debts in Umlazi, and there are people who are demanding jobs. I mean, there is no control in the eThekwini municipality. So if the house is divided like that, or there is no political stability, surely there must be an intervention from the COGTA or of the MEC for COGTA.
Mr. Nkosi, what you're describing here is what many have said, that municipality, that metro, is on the verge of collapse. I want to ask you this question, and please could you see if you can be brief when you answer it. When you speak about the CM, this is the city manager, Mr. Siponzuza. I want to ask you the question, how threatened is his life? Because if you remember back to the meeting where the acting mayor now was allegedly survived a poisoning plot, it's understood, or it's said, that he came in with an army of bodyguards around him. And you mentioned that he's turned state witness. How threatened is the life of the eThekwini city manager?
Well, obviously, his life is being threatened, because if he is now a state witness, I mean, he's testifying against certain people. And what happened in the council on that day, I mean, was very embarrassing, whereby we saw ANC councillors fighting among themselves. Others were trying to defend the CM, and others were fighting with him. So that is why, as IFP, are saying the house is divided, the writing is in the wall. And we wonder why the ANC is not taking decisive decisions with that regard.
Mr. Nkosi, thank you very much for giving us your time. Mdu Nkosi, he is the spokesperson of the IFP.